Frederick Smith here, Continental Realty of Jackson. We're at 45 East 9th Street, and we've been walking around the inside. I had a phone call, and I have to take those. I always answer my phone when someone calls. So if you ever need me and you have my number and you reach out and I happen to be doing a video, well, I'm going to pause the video so I can get that call. Customer service is so important in this business, and I really feel like I need to do the best I can with that. Anyway, we were looking at closets. So this particular bedroom, which is the second bedroom, appears to have two closets. The first one here on the right is about maybe 40 inches or so by maybe 28 inches or something like that deep, with a single shelf place to hook your clothes. The shelf is at about the right height. Maybe I would have liked it about 6 inches lower, simply because with it at about 6 feet, the distance between the front of that shelf and the door is close enough that it would be hard to get big items up in there. If it was a little bit lower, you'd be able to get some big boxes on the top, which would be nice. But it's not at a bad height. Definitely okay for that. The door closes nicely. It looks like it's properly hung. There is a gap at the bottom to allow some air circulation. The two-panel door looks nice in the room, and it matches basically the style of the doors on the outside of the rooms in the hallway to go in. White ceiling fan, 5-blade, but it's not the bottom cheapy one. It's definitely a nicer ceiling fan that's up there with our 12-foot high ceiling. Second door goes to a closet that pretty much mirrors the first one. So basically you have two closets in this room. One nice sized window to let in some light. The room itself is a decent size at maybe 16 by 14, I would say. 16 by 14. And it's big enough to get a queen size bed in here without any problem. A king-size bed, you could fit it, but it'd probably be a squeeze. Now, they've put in some features here. One of the things that I really appreciate is outlets that have built-in USB ports for charging. Now, I like the Type 3 USB ports, but hey, you can't have everything. These at least give you a way to charge your phone or other devices, while you're in the bedroom, and you don't have to think too much about that. You just plug the wire in, you plug your device in, and you're good to go. No little box to worry about. We're going to continue on down the hall here to the next restroom. Now this one's done a little different with the gray tile instead of the black on the floor. It's kind of a slate color, but it's the same quartz countertop with a triple drawer and double door vanity. The same triple light, vanity light and mirror. The same kind of white tile that goes around, but there is some differences. So when you get into the shower area, first thing, there's a tub. It's not just a walk-in shower. There is no door on this one. That's too bad. There's a nice window, and thank you so much. It is opaque. It's actually an opaque window. How many times have we done this and looked at these, and there's just clear glass up there where anybody can look through and see what you're doing? It's annoying. A nice little cutout box for your soaps and shampoos and whatnot. And it's the same basic tile that we saw in the other, with the interesting finished edge that I've not seen that before. And then they've got this tile pattern, this patterned tiles that's being used. It's a big tile that they've put a couple of pieces in. This is not the full tile, but you can see this is a 4 or 5 foot tile that runs this whole stretch here. And then whoever put these tiles in, they, pardon me, they cut down the smaller piece so that it matches the end of the bigger one. Now look at that. That is quality work. You don't see that kind of quality work every day in tile work, especially not in homes that are the price range on. This one is $375,000, okay? And wow, they really have done such a beautiful job on it so far. Same oil finish and chrome for the fittings, although I think we had chrome towel bars and whatnot in the other bathroom. But, it still goes, I guess. Chrome fittings in here. This is a more generic looking shower. The master bath is a much more elaborate and nice shower, I think. All right, back out into the last two rooms. Now this door, I think this one's gonna go to the garage. Yeah, so this goes to the garage. Is there a light switch? Light switch? Oh, I see lights. Okay, what about this? Okay, so the light switch is not actually in the garage. It's in the hallway next to the garage, right next to the furnace vent. Now we haven't looked in here, but I know that's where the furnace and probably the water heater are. We'll get that in just a second. The garage is a speckle painted floor. It's a single car garage. There is a garage door opener. There is a window and there is a man door. Oh, and the water heater. The water heater is in the garage and it is a tankless Rheem Performance tankless water heater. So you've got a really nice setup as far as your hot water goes. These doors are 10 feet. The really tall door, and that's okay. The nice fittings on the door as well. These are the quick set oiled bronze levered door handle and deadbolt. Well, okay. So I think this switch is for the exterior light. This one, I don't know what it is. Doesn't matter. There is a ground fault interrupt connector here in the garage, as you can see. But the thing that I like the best is that, you know, once again, attention to detail. The floor's been nicely painted. They did a nice job. The walls are finished. The ceiling height is the same ceiling height we've seen everywhere in the house. I don't see a way to get into the attic, but, you know, I'm sure that's coming. Now, let's look at this. As you can see here, this is the perimeter, cement perimeter poured concrete. The garage is at the ground level, so this would be a slab. And then as you can see, you've got steps up to get to the floor. So once again, this is definitely an off-grade floor, which means that we have a crawl space and some wood underneath. Now, how to get underneath there and take a look, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. They have a fire door here between the main body of the house and the garage like they're supposed to. So they're definitely meeting code in the construction of the house. This third bedroom is basically the same as the second bedroom. The difference being there is a single closet with a double vanity fold-out doors, or double closet fold-out doors. And the closet isn't quite as deep. It's a little shallow, actually. I'd say maybe 20 or 22 inches. It's going to be hard to get your clothes in here, unfortunately, because of the depth of this closet. Things are going to be, when they're hanging, they're going to be kind of hanging at an angle because they're not going to, the door's not going to close correctly at least with the bar out so far like this. If you hang your clothes here, if you look here, you're only a few inches from where the doors are, so you're not going to have enough room. The clothes are going to stick, they're going to stick out past where the door would be. And so when you close this door, it's going to close and push your clothes back against the wall. I would suggest you just leave this in place and then center a bar and run a bar all the way along here to the other side where you can get your clothes hung instead. I think that's a better idea. Same 5-blade ceiling fan that we saw in the other rooms. So far, everything is good. Last thing, we're going to just take a quick peek here. Oh, and by the way, once again, we're not looking at the cheapo flush mount lights. They did a nice job of picking out fixtures such as this interesting little, well, it's not quite a chandelier, but it's got 3 lights in it. So it's almost a chandelier in the hallway. So you either got can lights or you have some interesting light such as that. Okay, so the furnace room is here. Furnace obviously is brand new carrier, which is what we knew that we were going to have here. But there's also a little bit of closet space here beside it, so you can put in some bars and get some, maybe for coats, would be perfect here for coats or something. They put power here too, in case you want to run your vacuum cleaner or maybe your vacuum robot off of that, keep it in the closet. You certainly could do that. And they ran the hard floors all the way back into the furnace closet like they're supposed to. Now, here's the thing. There's only one vent for this, and that's this small vent here on the side. I sure wish they had put in a louver door for one of the bifolds, simply because a furnace like that does need a lot of airflow, and with these doors closed, that little vent may not be able to provide enough ability to suck air that it really needs. Okay, so this is 45 East 9th Street in Jacksonville. New construction, well built, beautiful home, 12-foot ceilings, pendulum lights that are interesting. Kitchen has butcher block countertops, engineered hardwood floors. The living room is very appealing with the 4 beams and the wrought iron chandelier that's hanging there. I love the gas fireplace. I love the way that they did the lighting in this house. The house looks nice from the outside. All in all, I have to say, this is probably one of the best homes I've seen for the price in Jacksonville. Definitely one of the nicest built homes that I've seen. Really, really appreciate what they've done here. And with that said, I'm going to head out and on to the next one, heading to the Jacksonville Ranch Club to look at some other property here and get another video done. If you're interested in that, keep watch. And I'll see you there.